Oh, hello there. I didn't notice you over there, streaming computer. Nice of you to drop by. Well, since you're here, I might as well show you around. First, let me place a quick call to the Twitter sphere. Twitch. Okay, and then let's go to my dashboard so that I can see how many people are here. Important little games. Shucks. Who, me? Why? What? What? That's so good. There we are. Hello. Alrighty then. As the great orator Jim Carrey once said, alrighty then. And now I'm watching an ad. I really should go turbo, I suppose. Yeah. I just got a notification that streaming a video game before it's released could result in a DMCA takedown. That's a real risk. Codemancer is not yet available in any marketplace except for the marketplace of Being My Friend. Okay. Save password, sure. Sweetness. Alright, so first of all, I gotta make the IDE remember what touches are. There we go. And now I can just like store it here. Sometimes I get the Rocky music stuck in my head when I'm coding. Oh man, it's the world's catchiest song. Hello, there's a human here. Greetings, human. So I'm going to be writing code today. I'm really excited about this new stuff that I'm writing. Basically, I'm changing the UI because drag and drop is just ugh. So I'm doing these like radial menus, and sometimes there's multiple pages to these menus. And I'm super jazzed about it. I can't wait to get it working, and I'm going to play test it, hopefully at practice in November, in a couple weeks. So I got to get it move on. Oh boy, it's 10 days away actually. Okay. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. What I need to do here is I know that function doesn't exist yet. Thank you, syntax highlighting. Syntax highlighting to the rescue. Still one person watching. That's fine. I get obsessed with that. I shouldn't even pay it no mind, especially since I'm gonna put this on YouTube in a minute. Okay, so where should I put this? I suppose I'll put it right here. Let's void. Now I've forgotten how touches work. Does this one move around and get updated? Or let's look at the touch manager. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to need a reference to the touch manager in this rune menu. So the rune menu is the radial menu thing. That's what I'm working on right now. Let's see. Or do I need this? I guess I do. Yeah, I just need... I guess the ID is all I need, really. Which is an unsigned int. Touch manager. Okay. And then in the beginning, in the constructor, I should assign this touch manager. It's a singleton, so I just get that way. Okay. This is silly. This was a silly thing. Or was it? I can't remember. If this, okay. Horizontal. Yeah, okay. So it's relative to these x and y. So the x and y is actually the center. And then the touch is the angle. Okay, good. Good, 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 we're off to the races. Okay. Silliness takes up so much of my time when I am streaming. Alright, let's see. Okay. And then we really need to get that original position. Okay. I think it's kind of nice to start relative to your initial touch. We could start relative to 0, 0 for this, for the menu itself. But I don't know, it feels more courteous to sort of keep track of like where you started this action and then go around from there. So maybe if you're like offset, it won't make that much of a difference if you're like trying to check it visually, and I don't know, I think it'll be nice. This is going to eventually have to do double duty because I want to also use this with like arrow keys and just enter key or space bar or something as a selector. Let's see. Beg your pardon. All right, let's see. We'll have to remember to highlight things. Yeah, okay. So on the show, we're going to get this thing, and then we're going to also say this time touch pause. Equals. touch ID. Let's see. Can I just get the position? Yeah. Get location. And then I have to give it the game space. Game. Yeah, this doesn't happen that often. Otherwise, I would put this in. This is like the memory. It prevents like so much memory allocation. Maybe I'll just do it. Okay, here. It's not so hard. And yeah. Okay. And then track touch if showing. So if the menu is deployed, in other words. It's gonna be so hard. How do I get the up event? Maybe if it's no longer there. Oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. How can I test this fast? Let's just look it up on the interwebs. Yes, phase of the touch is what I need. Yeah. what are they? Touch phase dot. Ended. Okay. Yeah. So shouldn't have to look this up every time. I'm just going to store it. I'll try and pass that in. Just be safe there. Okay. Shouldn't be began because after the beginning, this is already spawned. This thingy. So let's see if we. potentially. We'll change the highlight. Let's see. Thanks for the retweet, Moses. Okay, so just gonna do that. This function doesn't exist yet, but that's why we try and access it here, so we can't forget to make it. What? Okay. I don't know what that means in this case. Okay, here's where we do the thing. If oops, touch ID was an int this whole time, not a uint. Oh, never mind. I'm not storing that anymore. Nice. Okay. Touch ID, and then touch pos.x, pos.y. And then, so if this distance is less than, is greater than, what do we need? Like half of this is fine, so like 90. Change highlight. Otherwise, if it's ended, then we hide. But if there's something selected from this menu, then we're going to need to like spawn rune. Let's do the change highlight thing first. All right. This is also void because I'm not going to return anything there. So first, this is going to be a toughie. This might take all night, honestly. This might, or the remainder of our time together. in any case, just this one function, because what it needs to do is it's going to find the angle. That's the easy part because I already wrote that. Touch manager get touch angle. Okay, now we have the angle. But now the thing is, some of the options on this menu are going to be disabled. So we have to figure out what we're going to do if a player kind of mouses over an area where there's like no option. So say if I go over here, there's nothing in this direction. Should I do nearest? But what if it's like straight, like right in the middle? This is tough. This is math. Can't computers do this for me? I guess it kind of is. Okay. Change highlight. So we got the angle. And then I guess we need to figure out, of the 8 angles that you could be looking at, which of them are actually enabled, and then kind of split the difference in the empty spots. So if there's one missing, then they get that hole. They get to split that hole. If there's more than one missing, yeah. Tough. What did I make the type of selected? Selected string. Okay. I guess we can get rid of this stuff. I guess that's the right thing to do, because we're gonna need to spawn another rune, like an actual rune, potentially. And I'm making a whole new rune class because the old one just won't suit our new purposes. Because these things need to like deploy, and they need to keep track of like the space in between like connectors and things as new things deploy potentially, or yeah. Gonna be easy. Okay. Let's just start somewhere. Is there a way to do nearest with angle? There must be. It's just subtraction, right? I mean, the problem is we don't know if it's going to be positive or negative or what. Like, there's a lot of angles that are the same angle, really. Okay, well, let me just see what the... So let's make a... Yes, this will work, because I can select a way disable. Okay. Where's positions? Okay. So let's do this by positive numbers. So we start with 270. And then 180. No, I don't need to subtract 90. First I have to subtract 45. So 225, right? How's it going over there in the chat, by the way? It is going not at all. That's fine. I don't need constant validation, just occasional validation. Yeah, I'll just like set them to be invariant and then compare them to these. Okay. 5. Let's see, 315. These are all in degrees. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Okay. 1.5 times pi. 1.25 times pi 5 times pi 0.5 0 and 0, and this will be 0.75. Okay, so it starts at the bottom and goes around. That's kind of what I decided for these rune menus, partially because in this one that I've designed, that's just like, it ends right here, so the null will be at the end. I guess that's kind of confusing, given that in my normal hex traversal, the top is the first, it's part 0, and then you go around. But what can one do? Actually, that's an interesting point. Like, I could potentially have done hex menus for everything, but then they all would have had pages. We would have had more pages. So I'm willing to say let's just do this. Okay. So let's see. I think I did some of this checking in where I get the angle. Touch angle. If angle's less than 0. Oh yeah, angle. Yeah. Cool. Let's just do this in here too. If let's do this first actually. If the absolute value of the angle is greater than 2 times pi, and actually it's not even worth checking. I can just do it and then it'll have no effect if it doesn't apply. So angle mod let's see. Yeah, let's see. In Flash, the mod of negative numbers is confusing. Let's see what they say. Yep. Good. This doesn't go into depth. Okay, so let's see. If we got yeah. Well, I guess we'll fix errors if they occur. Let's see, maybe slash or AS3 mod negative numbers. That's what I searched for before. Mod. Okay, cool. So this is actually going to be what I thought. That's going to work out. I'll just leave that note there in case it does get weird. Yes. Excellent. Through lots of internet looking up things, I've demonstrated that I knew what I was doing all along, but just didn't know that I knew what I was doing. That's my story. Okay, let's see. We're back here, run menu. I've been told that even this is kind of annoying. Like, I really should do something like because otherwise it'll reevaluate this length after every cycle. Normally I just ignore that though, because CPU time is cheap and my time is expensive. Let's see. I know eventually I'll have to do lots of optimizations all over the place. I'll be an optimizing machine. Or maybe I'll have somebody else do it. Okay. Can I have a number now? Yeah, okay. Okay, back on start there. Disabled. Okay, so I just won't check against the positions that are disabled. Okay, this is pages, page, I. If not, disabled. Then we check, and then at the end, selected equals pages, page, min pause. There's 8 of these positions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Just sanity checks, always the sanity checks. And then we need to have this highlight. You know what, actually, let's just make a function called select and give it this. Because it's going to need to do a couple of things. And why not? Let's make it public. I feel like there might be an occasion where you might want to allow external parts to change the selection. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Pause. Put there. Name. Let's just put selected equals. That's what this is for. Okay. I feel like we should add as like the last thing, perhaps. Highlight, add child. So we did make the highlight, but never added it to this ourselves. I know that the this in this case is not strictly necessary, but I feel like it adds clarity. Okay, and then we're gonna move it to select is really the wrong thing to call it because it's just temporary. It's like what's currently selected, not the final selection before it hides. You know what, I'm going to get rid of this. Stuff here. Okay. Symbols. Page. Yeah, we shouldn't tween this because we don't want it to be subtle. We need it to be very blunt. Okay, so we change what's selected, change what's highlighted, and then the third thing is the center symbol needs to change, and that's called start and we just change what the current frame is. And then stop, I believe. Selection +1, because we have the first thing is always the, could be, it's a dummy like middle symbol if the middle symbol is something that's not around the edges. Okay, and then start.stop. Okay, cool. Okay, so we touch, do that. Selected, not equal, no. Wait, did I change it so that, okay, no, good. Hide does not set selected to no. This spawn rune is going to require a hell of a lot of other stuff though. So meanwhile, what I should do is try and test it. So in the game, maybe we can add it. I should probably do it in the scene, or new level. Oh well, whatever. I'm just gonna add it right here. Okay. Menu equals menu. And what else is it? Okay, so I need to make all of these things. Can we use some literal vector literal AS3? There it is. I don't want to make like a vector and then push things onto it. Okay, let's see. Wait, do I need a new keyword? Yes. I might as well do it up here. Okay, I'm going to just push two things for clarity. I value clarity a lot. Sometimes over functionality. Don't tell. Okay. Let me stop quotes. It's my fave. Menu spec. And then what's next? Highlight. Okay. The name of the highlight for these things. documents. Runes. Let's take a look at some runes. Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to say highlight square in this case. Highlight square. What else is in here? Disabled dictionary. Okay. Okay, we don't need to have anything in here. How is it that we don't have to have anything in the center? That might be an oversight. And we do have to pick something on the show, don't we? Start. Yeah. Show, touch, and center string. Okay. Okay, the thing on the left. Okay, thing on the left is what it's going to be. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's the second position thing. Okay. Okay, arbitrary. So let's see, for this we're going to make next page square. And you know what, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to say nothing there. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to do the basic number menu. So it's going to be number 0 through 5. And then I'm going to call a date on that. Well, that's not true. Okay, I gotta do next page circle, and I'll add that to this disabled list. No, I'm just gonna put nothing. It's just a test. just a test. Number 0, comma, take this, number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, number 5. All right. 3, 4, 8, and then this is going to be nothing. Great. Nothing. 2, 5. Good. Let me spec. We're just going to put this randomly in the middle of everything and then see how it performs. Actually, this needs to be bigger. 500, something like that. And child. 500. Let's see. Let's see how she do. How she do. Add child 500. I'm a stupid person. It's too late. Too late for programming. Cool. All right. Oh, I forgot to hit. I forgot to say show. Let's see what it looks like. Crash. Yes, there's a crash. Image loader, runes, apps, assets, runes, runes.png. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Assets, runes, runes.png. Weird. Huh. Well, what the hell? That's very disturbing. Well, I don't know what's going wrong, but debugging is like the least fun thing to watch. So I guess I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed staring at text as much as I did. And I'll catch you guys next time, I suppose. Please be excellent to each other.